Hello everyone. I'm pretty known for handstands around here, I guess, so I am going to break down some beginner exercises that I did to help me build up the strength and balance to be able to just press into handstand like so. So if your goal is to be able to do that, then these exercises are going to be the perfect start for you. So the first thing that we have to work on is having the core to be able to pull yourself up when you're getting into that handstand. So what most often happens when somebody is beginning to handstand is that they start to what I call banana, where they arch their back and overemphasize that curve. You don't want that because that offsets your balance and also can end up injuring you in the long run. So what we need to do is work on not the abs, but the muscles alongside along the side of the abs. There we go. And so that's the hollow body. To give you an example, when we are naturally just lying on our backs, we have a natural curve to our spine. And you can shove your hand, I can pretty much do it all the way across. But what you're not going to do is you're going to clench the outside of your abs, which then closes that hole. So once you get used to that feeling, because it's easier done than it is to describe, but once you get the feeling of that down, then you're going to do some hollow body holds. You can do this like a plank and hold it for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, minute, whatever your level is. But get to that hollow position and then just simply lift up so that all of your weight is centered right here. So you're going to hold that 30 seconds or however long you can at the beginning and start to work your way up. The longer you can hold it, obviously the more strength you have. The next thing that helps, this is going to open up your shoulders as well as the top part of your back. These are crab reaches. So you're going to get into a crab position, load your arm right like this, and then reach up and over, making a straight line. I would say do this 10 times on each side. I'm going to say that for most of these exercises, do about 10 on each side for the start, and then increase as these things become easier. And then next you're going to need a stick. You could use your broomstick rod, you could use a tension rod, you could use a towel or a rope. But you're going to lie face down, bring your forehead to your mat, and you can do a full Superman with this, or you can just focus on the shoulders. And if you don't have a stick or anything like that, you can still get the same work of that the back shoulders by just simply lifting your arms up and then without touching the ground, move them back and forth. So that's the other way to get it if you don't have any props to help. Next is scapula push-ups. So this is going to really emphasize the back and the shoulder blades. So you're going to get to a push-up position, and now all you're going to do is squeeze. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together by easing your body forward, and then just pushing up. So do that a few times. This really helps with pushing into the ground in order to straighten out your shoulders and your body as you handstand. Next, we'll plank, but these are special planks. These are going to help you get used to adjusting your weight hand to hand. So you're just going to lift one leg, bring it over to the side, set it back down, do the other one. Do about 10 of those on each side. And then this next one I call the drinking bird. So this is going to help you for getting your kick-ups down, getting used to supporting your weight in your hands. So step forward with one leg, and then you're going to make just the one straight line all the way to the back leg, and pivot like a drinking bird. You can keep this knee bent if that helps you. Do this on each side. And another one after drinking bird are crows and frog hops. So crow, if you're just starting out and you're nervous about crow, you can support yourself by putting your feet on a block. And then get used to really putting your knees as close as you can to your armpits. You can bend your elbows or do the straight arm crow if you want to, whatever level you're at. But once it gets light, just really lean forward into it, lift your feet up. This is a great way to get used to and strengthen your upper body strength and get used to holding your weight only in your arms. Frog hops are great because I feel like if you're here and then you jump into a handstand, it's a lot easier than it is if you're way out here because there's less momentum that you have to work with. So frog hops, get in this position, and then just hop. If you get to a point where you can hold yourself, I encourage you to try and see how long you can. Because that'll help you with your handstands. The longer you can hold a frog hop, the longer you can hold the handstand. And once you are holding yourself in that position, it's very easy to just extend your legs and see about that handstand. I also encourage you to work on rolling out. Like a frog hop would be really easy to roll out of, because as you work up to handstand, you'll have to learn how to control your fall in some way or form. There is the classic roll. So tucking your chin into your chest, lean your head to one side, and just roll. If you do that properly, then all the weight from the fall is distributed throughout your body and you don't hurt yourself. Or you can cartwheel. So, would say work on those. And next we've got pike push-ups. So pike push-ups, you're just going to get into a down dog position and stand on your tippy toes and then just do push-ups. You do about 10 of those. This will help you build upper body strength, of course. And then there's ape walk and lateral ape. So ape walk, you're going to get into a squat position, lean your hands forward, and then just hop. And then hop back. Especially the reverse helps you get used to moving your body weight around with just your arms. Lateral ape, there's lots of different versions. The most basic one, so what you're going to do is reach over to past your, with your outer hand, reach towards the outside of the inner knee, and then set your other hand down and just hop. And once you get used to that, then you can give yourself more air as you hop. And then even more air. And then you can even hold yourself. But work on that. That's also a really fun one just to do. I really like it. And we're on the last three. All right. So for this one, you're just gonna lean against the wall. And so one thing, when you're in the handstand, oftentimes your shoulders are sunken in. You're gonna want to push them up more towards your ears to help you really lock out that handstand, and this will help with that. So this is kind of like the scapular push-ups. You're just using your shoulders, just pushing against the wall. This will help you strengthen and get used to doing that. So yeah, do about 10 of those on each side. And then to open up your shoulders, because that's often an issue for most people that start doing the handstand, you just grab a wall, step forward, and really stretch out this part of your shoulder. Make sure you do that on each side. If you have a doorway, then you can do both arms at the same time. And then the final one is just working on kick-ups. So just from standing, or you could be in down dog position, but just working on kicking up into the handstand. You could use this, like if you have lots of room, you could just walk, take a step. But yeah, so this is the end of the beginner series of working up towards your handstands. Stay tuned for the intermittent and the advanced. Hopefully this gives you enough to work with and they serve you well. Blessings be with you and peace, my friends.